Yo, 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 what's going on out there, Fight War? This your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on two big dogs in this fight game. We have Keith, one-time Thurman, the former unified welterweight world champion. Now Keith's at 154 pounds, trying to become a two-division world champion. Then we have Errol, the true Spence Jr., still a top pound-for-pound fighter, the former WBC, IBF, and Super WBA unified champion. He's looking to be a two-division world champion. Now he's at 154 pounds. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, in case you've been living under a rock, we know Errol Spence is going to make his big comeback, the big debut. Everybody's waiting to see him at 154 pounds after his loss to Terrence Crawford. Now, Errol Spence needs an opponent. We all know Keith Thurman just pulled out of this fight, with Tim Tszyu. And it's only right that Errol Spence and Keith Thurman see each other at 154 now. The fight didn't happen at 147. Errol Spence said the fight wasn't going to happen at 147, but it can happen at 154. We knew he wasn't trying to give Keith Thurman the opportunity to become a world champion because Keith Thurman played him multiple times. But now that Errol went through his situation, he had his injuries, as you can see. He's healing up now, things of that nature. Right, been out the ring since July, since his last fight with Terrence Crawford. We all know what went down in that fight. And now he's looking to make his big comeback, bro. You understand? He's looking to make his big comeback. And at 154, it makes all the sense in the world, bro. All the sense in the world for him to come back against Keith, one-time Thurman. You feel me? Now, Thurman was just scheduled to face Tim Tszyu in a championship bout. And he got another injury. Excuse me. A lot of people think Keith Thurman is faking this injury. A lot of people think that he's afraid to take this. I ain't going to say afraid, but he's not ready or, it's something in his mind telling him, don't go into that ring with Tim Tszyu off your, big hiatus because he's been out the ring for a while. So people saying, Keith Thurman is making these things up. I don't think that. You know what I'm saying? I just think Keith Thurman, he's injury prone. He's getting up there in age, and once you catch injuries, it'd be hard for them injuries to heal. And I'm going to say this. Keith Thurman is a clean fighter. I don't think Keith Thurman has ever taken a drug in his life. And I feel like with that being said, it's harder for him to heal from his injuries than other people. Just being real. Just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect that in Keith. Because when you look at Keith Thurman, his body don't stand out to you. You feel me? You look like just a regular person that works out. That go in the ring, that fights, and you got to respect that. With Errol Spence, hey, man, look, we know Errol said things about Keith Thurman in the past. We know he had this issue with Keith Thurman in the past, but now you got to let that go, EJ. You feel me? You got to let that go. You missed the no tune-ups. You missed I don't want to just take weak fights just to be taken because they does nothing for you. I feel like Keith Thurman is the perfect, and I'm going to say it again, the perfect opponent for Errol, the true Spence Jr. stepping back in that square circle. You feel me? Both of y'all coming from 147. Both of y'all got to get acclimated to the weight at 154, even though both of y'all some big dudes, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, Keith. You know his tendencies. You know his weaknesses. You know his strengths. I think we all do. We all know Keith Thurman's body is his weakness. You know what I'm saying? We all know if you catch Thurman downstairs, he might take a knee. Or, he might start moving around the ring and try not to get hit again. But even though we know his Achilles heels, he's found ways to survive. You understand? Survive getting hit with them body shots and not going down off of it. You feel me? So you got to be careful with Keith Thurman. The first 6 rounds, Keith Thurman is dangerous for anybody. The first 6 rounds, if Keith Thurman is the same Keith Thurman, not saying he ain't going to be the same Keith Thurman the old, but if he's close to that Thurman, he's dangerous for anybody because Keith going to fight your ass the first 6, baby. Keith going to fight you the first 6. That's just real talk. He ain't bagging down from you. He going to fight you the first 6. He going to test your mettle. Come on, boy. You got to show me, man. You have to show me that you can beat me, boy. I'm Keith one-time Thurman. I'm Keith one-time Thurman. I'm going to bring it to you. Come on, boy. You ain't never seen nothing like me before. Come on, boy. I'm going to take your lunch money. Y'all know I keep with them corny-ass jokes and corny-ass metaphors, but it worked for him. You understand? So with Errol Spence knowing that, Not saying that you're not in there with somebody dangerous, because you are. But you coming off your layoff and things of that nature, you just can't keep jumping back in the ring with killers and killers and killers. Even though it's hard to tell them to. You know what I mean? We know Errol Spence been through his situations, man. Car crashes. Torn retinas. He just had cataract. Rib injuries. The situation he was dealing with in the Turnbull Crawford fight, even though we're not making no excuses, the facts are the facts. You feel me? The facts are the facts. And when you go through all those injuries like that, bro, you have to be careful as well and work your way back to the ring the right way when you coming off almost a year layoff. You know what I mean? You got to be smart, man. It's chess, not checkers. It's chess, not checkers. You dig? Keith Thurman, he's looking for the right opponent. And I'm quite sure Keith Thurman will take this Errol Spence fight in a heartbeat. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? He will take this fight in a heartbeat because he been wanting to face Errol Spence. He been trying to prove to Errol that, listen, man, I know I screwed you over, right? But I'm here to make it right. I'm here to step in that ring with you. I'm here to step in the ring with you. You took the L against Turnbull Crawford. But now let's see if you can, be the second man to defeat me. Or let's see if I can be the second man to defeat you. Because Keith only lost to Manny Pacquiao. Let's be real. He could have won that fight. But that's the only fight he lost to Manny Pacquiao. And that's a worthy loss in my book. Even though I picked him to beat Manny Pacquiao. He had his opportunities. He let it slip because he tried to fight too damn much. He got caught up in the crowd and things that nature with Manny Pacquiao dropping his ass. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is the perfect fight for each fighter. The money go be straight. You can put it on pay-per-view. Y'all can talk y'all shit back and forth with one another. Y'all got a backstory. You know what I mean? Errol Spence can talk about how Keith Thurman, ducked and dodged him, didn't want to fight him, kept using injuries, talking about this to get back here, saying this and saying that. Then Keith can defend himself by saying, look here, boy, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm not just going to step in the ring without anybody knowing that I'm not 100% or I'm not ready to go, which is smart on Keith Thurman's behalf. You know what I'm saying? We must give Keith Thurman credit for that because he always said, when he faced Errol Spence, he wanted to be up to par because he respect Errol Spence enough to know that he's a killer. You know what I mean? And I can respect that as well, even though I wanted to fight. I wanted this at 147 badly, bro. Badly. I wanted Errol Spence to take the Keith Thurman fight because it was a tune-up for him, but it was a good fucking tune-up. Not no tune-up. It was a good scrap for him. A damn good scrap for him, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, right now at 154, bro, this is the fight for each fighter, bro. This is the fight. And a lot of people feel like he pulled out of this fight to, fight Errol Spence and say, you know what, I can make more money with Errol probably than with Tim Tszyu because we got a backdrop. You know what I'm saying? And we got history with one another. You dig? And that's just real talk. You feel me? So let's just see how these things play out in the future. Let's see if EJ and Keith Thurman make it happen. And let's see if Al Heyman come and say, look, this the fight for both of y'all. No ifs, ands, and buts. This was going down. I'm looking forward to it. Straight like that, and I'm on to the next.